Hours after Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey unveiled his new multi-billion-dollar budget proposal, the city council is pushing back. Among the things they take issue with, cuts to programs they call critical to residents. Ian Russell heard from council members today and joins us from the newsroom. Ian?
Yeah, well, Julie, budget talks are really never cut and dried. Remember last year, Mayor Frey vetoed the city council's budget, and then they in turn overrode his veto. Work is now underway on next year's budget, and members of the council voiced their concerns with the mayor's proposal this morning. In the state's largest city,
early time of reviewing the mayor's recommended budget.
Time is ticking away on next year's financial plan.
And I think we need to be honest with our community about the hard choices that are contained within this budget.
On Wednesday, Mayor Jacob Frey unveiled his proposed budget for 2026, a $2 billion plan that claims to save $23 million, include no layoffs of city staff, and no interruptions to core city services.
Our city staff has identified savings and cuts that reduce the projected levy increase by 40%.
Members of the city council were there, now voicing their thoughts on what's in that proposal.
Now our work begins.
Several council members came together Thursday to voice their concerns, including cuts to programs they say are critical for residents.
These are not untested pilots or pet projects. These are very real and very critical services.
Council members say that includes things like snow removal and emergency housing programs.
This is the time for us to be investing in programs that are meaningfully helping people stabilize their lives, move into permanent housing.
The mayor's office says a lot of the changes come from reallocation of funds or cutting vacant positions. In a statement, a spokesperson for Frey's office said in part, quote, the mayor's budget focuses on sustainable savings while protecting the core services residents rely on.
We're going to look at this budget and we're going to make sure to both reduce the impact of property taxes on residents to the furthest extent possible and ensure that our basic frontline services are fully funded.
And speaking of those property taxes, if this budget is passed, a median Minneapolis home, which is about $333,000, will see their property taxes go up about $240 a year. Council members and city staff will be working on this to get a budget passed before the end of the year.
Well, Ian, it's going to be a tough year, as the mayor laid out, and it seems like the council members agree. They lost so much revenue from property taxes for all those high rises downtown. Did they give any indication, any of those council members, areas they thought could be cut instead of the proposals by the mayor?
Well, there was a lot of questions about that, and if they had specific areas they were targeting or things like that. Their real sort of focus right now is this is such an early part of this process. They didn't really give too much away on things they were specifically looking on, simply saying, you know, hey, we're early in this. We're going to be looking at this for a while, obviously, to kind of meet that deadline by the end of the year, Julie.
All right. Thank you, Ian.